strength. We're going to see, yep, potentially another incapacitation, but he's setting up, he's landing another smash, and yep, there we go. One's down, that's going to be the medic, and the Goliath just continuing to pound away, setting up a huge assault on the... No! Oh, you jerks! Cutting the feed at the very last minute. That's not fair, man.
So this is Evolved, and that gameplay should give you guys a clear idea of what type of game we're messing with. This game looks freaking amazing. Now, Evolve, personally, to me, was not interesting to me until I had to see gameplay. I was like, I have to see gameplay for this game before I got into it, before the whole concept sounded a little off the hedges, let's put it like that. And now after seeing gameplay, I have to say I am really, really excited for it. So let's get into it. So Evolve is a 4v1 game developed by Turtle Rock Studios. Now, Turtle Rock Studios worked with Valve for quite some time. They created Left 4 Dead 1 and 2 and some Counter-Strike and some Valve expansion packs for Half-Life. And we all know how those games turned out. So they really were good at what they were doing. And they left and they created Turtle Rock Studios, as I stated before. Now, this game revolves around 5 players. 4 are going to be hunting 1 in this really massive, open, dangerous world planet. I guess you could say it's really open world, truthfully. And I have to say, I am just amazed by the visuals. The visuals are just incredible. Something that grasps me all the time is the game's visuals. If the game looks good, it's definitely going to catch me. So the concept revolves around 4 hunters chasing down this one huge Goliath monster, and once the players beat the monster, that's the end of the game. That's how the game is. That is basically the whole point of this game, literally. But the whole thing is, it's not as easy as it sounds. Now, the Goliath is this huge monster who kind of just evolves over time. Now, of course, the Goliath is going to be eating, different monsters and everything on the planet, on this foresty area. And, of course, there are going to be other areas in this game. But here we see the trappers hunting down the Goliath, and he's separated away from the other team, and he's kind of has this little sonar pulse to find it, and he's getting closer to the Goliath. Now, the interesting that I really liked about this was the whole fact that anything can happen like that. Literally, fucking Goliath just jumped on you without no warning. You did not see it at all, which I do like a lot in this game, that it's going to keep you on your toes, and the Goliath just basically is just ripping the trapper a new one. But then we see his teammates catch up and defend him. Now, there are 4 classes. The trapper, as I said before, who is able-bodied to be able to hunt down the monster by himself. Then there's the engineer, who of course is going to be able to use a lot of different weapons, such as the tether tool, who's going to keep him in one area so he won't be kind of jumping away. And then we have the medic, the classic medic, who just doesn't even need a freaking introduction. And then we have the sharpshooter, which the sharpshooter really, to me, does look like a really cool character. I really, really want to use that character. Now we see the trapper is using our harpoon. Now the harpoon is to keep the Goliath in one central area. Now, as we see, the Goliath has the whole tools to use, such as flamethrowers and huge smash like the Hawks. And I personally really want to see this game, more. I want to see more of this game. They did have to do a whole 1-hour live stream, but I feel like that wasn't enough. There's a lot that I feel they should have just done, like such as as we see, the Goliath can easily just blow fire from his mouth. But the thing is, is nothing catching on fire? It would have been interesting to see if he can kind of, burn trees down, kind of get like the wildlife and stuff into one central area, so it'll be an all-out brawl. Now, of course, the living creatures besides the Goliath in this game are going to also be finding them hunters as well, because of course the humans invading the forest. Now, what I like about this is the fact that players aren't just going to be fighting just the Goliath, so it's going to have that value to it. But personally, to me, when I look at this game, it's kind of like almost saying, damn, how's this going to live past the 3 months? How's it going to not get boring? And it's a lot of things that they're going to probably answer at this E3. But to me, right now, it's kind of like, how is this game going to survive? It does have a really interesting concept, and I'll probably play this a ton. And you see the Goliath, actually, there's destructible environments in this game. But I just feel this game doesn't have what it takes to survive. From what I've been seeing, of course, there's a ton to see, and we see the actually this is really interesting. We see the trapper actually tether the monster, the Goliath, into one central area so he can go do like kind of a show off, showdown, which is really interesting. Now, but back to what I was saying, I just can't see this game surviving past a few years, a few months. It definitely going to show me something, and then we just see the monster, the Goliath. Just I keep calling him monster, but this is really cool that when I was talking about the environments against the player as well, where we see this huge crocodile type creature just fucking kill kill you. But really, there's not much to say about this game. I'll leave the link down in the description for the full 1 hour stream that they had of this game. It does look fantastic. But that's about it from me, guys. Please rate and subscribe, and peace, and share with your friends because sharing is caring. And yeah, peace.